Oh boy, here we go. This is my first live, scheduled live. So I'm waiting for my co-host here. Hold on, we got some people joining. That's awesome. I'm waiting for her. Hi, guys. Okay, let me find Melanie. I'm looking. Thank you all for joining. We will get started very shortly. I'm adding our co-host, Melanie, here shortly. Hi, guys. Oh, there's Melanie. Okay, hold on. You're here, and you're a moderator, and I'm going to invite. This is the first time I'm doing this, guys, so I'm still trying to get the hang of it. Oh, are you there?
Hi.
Yay! We did it! We figured it out. I'm
Yay.
so excited.
Oh my God, there are 30 people here already. Jesus Christ.
I'm trying to get 34.
Oh God. Oh, okay.
Okay, so
I just had to I had to do like a nervous potty break right before this.
oh my gosh. So I see a lot of people that we kind of invited who are here, which is exciting. We're going to try and add people as best we can because this is our first time doing this. And I want to just give a shout out and a thank you. Melanie, you came up with this idea of doing this. And I was so excited. And we got to chat last night for like an hour, which was amazing. So thank you for coming up with the idea of doing a live together.
Well, to be fair, you were gonna do a live last week, and
Yeah.
you had to put a pause on that. And I was like, okay, let's see if we can explore this a little bit further and do like a little bit of a more therapeutic spin on it.
Love it.
But thank you for being so receptive because like this legit came together last night, and we just decided rather than putting it off and trying to plan and over plan, let's just go for it and see how it went. And I'm so pleased that there's so many people here. This is exciting. I've
Yay.
never gone live before, so please bear with me as I like make sense of the screen and what I'm doing and all of these controls that are new to me. Hi everyone.
I see there's a host button, there's a guest button, there's an
I
interact button. I don't know what any of these do, so we're gonna learn as we go.
I'm seeing 98, the number
And if things
98
go
people.
well,
Okay.
yeah, that's awesome.
Wow. Okay.
Yay! Well, so the whole thought behind this, do you want to you really came up with the kind of positive spin on all this and what we are hoping to do, which is I wrote down one thing that you said, which was legendary moments. So
Yes.
tell us first what. And I think we've got part of one of our guests here. We've got a couple of different people who are here who could
Okay.
be guests right now.
Excellent. Yeah. So, anybody who was on the cruise, even if you weren't on the cruise, if you've been keeping an eye on particularly Donnie's social media since we got back, or that video that the New Kids official Instagram posted a few days ago, you'll know that like a key theme that they've been talking about when they refer to the blockheads who were on the cruise and the entire experience was legend or legendary. So we just thought, this would be, 2 weeks ago, we were all in Miami, putting ourselves to bed, getting ready to go on the boat. And, we've been back for about a week. And maybe this is now the time to start really talking about the legendary moments that we all had on the cruise.
Yeah,
And it'll help us cope with our PCD because it's real. And can I just point out that I had a really
totally.
sobering moment today? It
Please.
really hit me that the cruise is over when my cruise manicure started falling off. Like I would,
Um,
I'm not gonna like stick up my middle finger for you, but I was like, when this fell off, I was like, oh God, it's over. It's really over.
hello.
Yes.
Samesies.
Although mine is oddly much shorter, much shorter. Yeah, I see. Megs, hi Megs. So glad to see you. Megs, in case anybody doesn't know, she has been on 11 cruises. She belongs to the all-timer crew. That's amazing.
Thanks for being here. I'm
Yes.
trying to find. Okay, so I've got couple of our ladies here. I'm going to try to add.
Okay.
From my so-called whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. MSC. Okay, sorry. I'm trying to find you there, dear. Oh, I'm not seeing her. Hold on.
While you're doing that, I'll just do a quick introduction of myself. My name is Melanie. This was my third cruise, and I live in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. I'd love it if those of you in the chat are willing to introduce yourself and let us know where you are. That would be super helpful.
Totally.
Right. So Meg's
something
that I noticed.
So sorry, you guys. I'm trying to do the best I can here, but
okay.
I know I've got girls from my so-called whatever are here somewhere, and I'm trying to add them, and I'm having a really hard time.
Amazing. And I'll just note, like, Meg's commented that, you know, Donnie's been referring to this past cruise as cruise number 12, because let's not forget the virtual cruise that we had in 2020. Okay, I see a couple of other Canadians: Wisconsin, St. Cloud, Minnesota, Katrina from Connecticut, which in her third cruise as well. Meg's, I know, is from Toronto. We're neighbors. Sarah from London. Wow. Okay, what time is it in London, Sarah?
That's so
Christina from Calgary. Yes, your second cruise. Winnipeg. Norman, Oklahoma. I think that's what OK stands for. Laura from Indiana. It's her first cruise.
That's awesome.
How are you doing over there, Ashley?
Not great. We kind of warned everyone that this one might be a mess.
Yeah. Please bear with us.
Yep. I'm
oh my gosh, Meg, how did you spell Toronto? Did I miss that? Columbus, Ohio. Columbus. I went to the concert this summer in Columbus. Uxbridge, Ontario.
Were you really there? I was there too.
Yeah, in Columbus.
I was in Columbus too.
That was an interesting venue. It was like a university. Like it felt small, but I liked it. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah. No, I was there. I did. So we had a 5-star meet and greet in
Detroit. Was the day before.
Lincoln, Nebraska, with my little sister, and then she ended up getting COVID like right beforehand and couldn't go.
Oh.
And so we ended up getting tickets to Columbus, and so we were there for our 5-star.
Oh, that's amazing.
Which was her first. So
Okay,
well, I'm trying to figure out how to add
somebody has commented, if someone is trying to join, make sure they press request to join. So Nikki and Brooke, are you pressing request to join? Hi, Abby. Abby, where are you coming from? Where are you joining us from? Grand Rapids, Michigan.
A lot of movie parts.
Ashley, Korea is asking how many cruises have you been on?
So 2022. So cruise 10, cruise 11/12 were my first two. And you've been on 3, correct, Melanie?
Yeah, so 2017, 2018, and then 2022. Maine, Orlando. Rattail is here. Hi, Rattail. I think it's Adrian and Flat Chris.
Okay.
Okay.
Into my bathroom with better Wi-Fi.
Okay, you got this. I have faith.
Okay. So no one's gonna see me. I'm in my bathroom.
You're kind of pixelated to me.
We're trying to make it work.
Is Ashley like showing up kind of pixelated for anybody else, or is it just me? Yeah, your connection's kind of choppy. Oh gosh, what if I have to take control of this thing? This is freaking me out. Moose? Yeah, Mel, you are clear, but Ashley is not. Oh, wait. I see a clear static shot. Okay, this is promising.
Am I better now?
I'm
working on it. What a mess. How do I live in the center of town and I have no...
Sorry, what did you say?
I said I live in the middle of town.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. She is on pause. Is she connected to Wi-Fi? I have no idea. Are you on Wi-Fi or are you on like your data?
Oh my gosh.
Sorry.
Okay.
Okay.
Are we good now?
Yeah, this is better. This is better.
I know what's happening. Okay. Well, I'm in my bathroom.
It's almost as
Sitting in
if
my
you're on like the
bathroom. Okay.
cruise internet. The oh so predictable cruise internet,
Maybe I
which
still am. Maybe I'm still connecting.
although to be fair, it was a little bit better this year. I don't know, did anybody else like
Oh, I
try
hung.
using like cruise what? Yeah. Oh, darn, she's paused again.
Is it the car?
Yeah, Marina, I agree. Like the Wi-Fi wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Karina saying, "Man, that cruise internet it worked when it wanted to." Yeah, yes, I agree. Love to be Lee. It's the best the Wi-Fi has been in years on the cruise. Yeah, Kara or Kira, took you 3 days to post a TikTok. I didn't even bother. I was just really happy that I was able to like scroll TikTok. I was, yeah.
Okay, I think I'm back. This is not working at all. And I apologize for that. Like, you live in a, normal city in the US and think that you should have some Wi-Fi, but it doesn't work that well. So, Melanie, I'm going to try to get you back as host. Just going through this real quick. Although, can you request? Maybe let me find you back. Okay. We're getting somewhere. What a nightmare. Okay. Holy moly.
He and Brooke have been messaging me and they thought we were live on Instagram.
Oh,
Okay. She thought that they thought that we were going, yeah, live on Instagram. So hopefully we'll see them pop in shortly. If not, Rattail's here. Want to have them jump in?
hello. Well, and I think I can get, okay, so I think I have in the queue, Kara, real quick. We're just going to maybe for 2 seconds, then we'll get Rattail going. Am I
Okay.
clear now? Am I good? If I just sit on my
You're
bathroom
better.
floor, am I going to be okay?
Yeah, I think so.
Not great, though?
Not as good as you were at the very, very beginning, but we're getting there.
Okay. I'm going to go in my kitchen, maybe. Okay, real quick.
We're getting a whole tour of your house. I love it.
Listen. The whole thing. Okay, I'm just checking quick if I can get. I'm just gonna try to add someone quick just so we can make sure it's working.
Sure.
But if I'm still cutting out, I'm gonna. Although, God, now I'm like, do I want to move? Because I'm afraid.
There she is. I see. Make sure you turn on your camera.
How? Okay. Now you're getting a tour of my house. I'm moving to other locations.
You're a true real estate agent. Hi.
Hi.
Kara. Oh, so my gosh, your nails are. I'm so jealous. I love them.
Don't look too closely because I am in desperate need of a fill.
I think this is when now that like the new kidding stuff is taking a break, this is when my nails take a break as well too. Start to look gnarly.
Okay, now I'm in my living room. Hi, Kara.
Hi.
So I asked Kara, I was like, can you be available just in case? Because I knew I've done this with her before on Instagram. And so I was like, okay, I know I can at least get her to show up, maybe. But Kara actually wrote a book on the New Kids on the Block cruise. I very quickly wanted to pull her in, and she's like, probably about to go to bed. But she wrote a book called I'm Girling, which is about New Kids on the Block and the cruise, and it's freaking hilarious. So anyway, Kara, hi, love you.
Hi.
Friend.
I am. Yeah, I'm in bed. Oh.
Real Housewives of Sioux Falls.
I was trying to read it backwards really quick, and I did already take my edibles for today. So. It was too late when she asked me. It had already happened.
So I think I finally figured out like how to add people kind of a situation. So I'm going to keep trying to do that while you guys are talking. But okay. So quickly, tell us about your book while I'm trying to fill and get people in here.
You got it. All right. So basically, I blogged. I blogged the first 3 cruises that I was on, which was 2016, 2017, 2018, exhaustively, like every single detail. It was like it was like the diary of my cruise. And then I put it all together into a book, which I published on the day that we were supposed to go on the 2020 cruise, but of course that was canceled. So it's basically just like a look through my eyes at 3 years of the cruise and all the mistakes that I made, and all the people that I met, all the weird run-ins and the awkward things that happened, and perhaps too much honesty at times.
Somebody in the chat has asked, where can they get the book? Where is it available?
You can get it on lulu.com. That's LULU.com, and just search I'm Fangirling, and that's pretty much the only thing that comes up.
I love it. So then, okay, so you were on this latest, you were on this latest cruise, right? You were in 2022. Yep. So what was your 2022 chapter? If you were to add to your book, what would the 2022 chapter look like?
That's actually what I've been thinking about, because I actually have to do that. So, okay. It's going to look different. It's going to be a lot more about the friendships, I think, and the fans as a community, because I didn't pay as much attention to the guys and like the events.
Yeah.
And I think that's going to be more about the connections and the way that we kind of lift each other up.
That's an interesting point that you make, because like when Ashley and I were talking yesterday, I said, huge regret of mine from this past cruise, and to be honest, like, my other cruises as well too, is that I don't spend enough time with getting to know some of the other cruisers who I'm not rooming with, because I've never met you. I've actually never met Ashley as well. I've met Brooke and Nikki, and I've met Megs, but I could really work on at these IRL New Kid events, really talking to people and getting to know people, because like the social media relationships are one thing, or even not even like having a relationship on social, but like knowing of people on social is one thing, but to like have the guts to actually say something in person is a whole other thing, and taking that relationship to the next level is important, and I regret that.
It totally is. I don't want to make myself out to be like some social butterfly, because the fandom makes it so easy on me. Like my face is everywhere. I make sure of that.
Yeah.
So I mean, people recognize me and come up to me and tell me, that they either have my book or they like my posts on social media. And if they tell me their name, I will recognize the name. But like you said, when it's all online, it's hard to like really picture them as like a real living person who can they're going to add something to your life.
Yeah.
I'm feeling a little emotional because I just watched Marlene's speech like 47 times in a row.
You just watched? Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was pretty epic. I haven't gone back and listened to that. I just, she was such a sweetheart. When she called us gals, I just thought it was the sweetest thing. And when we were reminded that she's the last new kid mother, that really hit home, because right before the pandemic, I lost my mother as well too. So it's been an intense past couple of years. Adrian, sure.
Hi y'all. Hate to disappoint you, but I always lose Flat Chris. I print out a bunch of them, but I lose his ass everywhere. So he's at some concert venue in Chicago. I'm sorry I don't have Flat Chris, but I'm happy to be with y'all.
Oh, well, we're happy that you're here, and I'm sure like Flat Chris and 3D Chris is having a good time wherever he's at. And I see Nikki. Hi, Nikki.
Hi, guys.
Thank you so much for joining us. I'm sorry about all
Thanks
the
for
confusion. Like
inviting
as
us.
we were trying to figure out the technical side, I'm looking at my phone and I see all these messages, and then I'm like, oh shit, Nikki was trying to
Like,
find
we're
us.
just on Instagram, like, I don't know what we're doing.
I know. Like the you know the block talk and the new kids on the block community on TikTok is growing and still taking shape, and we're trying to kind of boost that up over here. Ashley, how you doing over there? Ashley?
Ashley
Oh,
was looking good. She's looking good there.
We
when she's
can't.
not talking and like the layout, when she's just in the back smiling, it's
Right.
such a funny.
She's kind of like the IT department right now. She's just like working behind the scenes and making
She
the
looks
tech
like a
happen.
proud mom.
She does. She does. Gosh.
I guess Brooke can't join because she doesn't have live access, but what I'll do is I'll stay on for a little bit and then I'll get off and she can get on.
Because you know what, the joys of going live on TikTok is you have to have at least 1,000 followers, which
Oh my God. Can anyone hear me? I don't know what's going on. This is a freaking nightmare. I'm so sorry. We had such a good conversation going, and I'm trying to get it started again. So, can anyone hear? Okay, you guys hear me. Okay, I'm going to try again. We're starting over. Oh my God, this is embarrassing. And now I can't find Melanie. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
I don't know what's going on. I swear, like, I work from home, so like my Wi-Fi is never this bad. Melanie, if you're still there, oh my gosh, please request. You can't see me? You
We
guys,
can
what
see
a
your beautiful
mess.
face now.
What a disaster. Oh, Melanie, okay. Dear God.
hi.
Don't worry about it.
How do I work from home and I have, like, my Wi-Fi does not work? Now I'm in my living room.
It's all good. It's all good.
Melanie, you were doing such a great job of asking great questions, so I'm going to let you continue, and then I'll pepper myself in because you're killing it. And I'm just like, I couldn't hear anything. I don't know what's happening. I think we've got it figured out now. And now Kara's gone, but
Okay. So a couple of the questions that I wanted to ask you guys here, and this applies to the people to our people in the chat as well too, is what was your most legendary moment on the New Kids Cruise 2022? I'll let Adrian go first.
Oh boy. I think ours might be a little obvious to cruisers. We had the opportunity to host Rat Chat with Donnie, which was amazing. And I still don't know how to articulate it. So I'll leave that as amazing. I think that's a little obvious though. I'm going to be really corny, but it really was meeting everybody. We got to meet so many friends on this cruise. It was overwhelming at times, but it really is about all the people, y'all. Everybody on that cruise is darling and wonderful. And we didn't really run into a lot of drama, just a lot of fun, kindness, meeting people that we've known on socials for a long time. And like it's powerful enough to almost like make you want to cry a little bit. It's so amazing. The love is palpable. And it's real. So also, I kind of think it turned Chris into a blockhead a little bit, but don't tell anybody. Don't tell Chris I said that. I'm gonna go rogue on this live and tell on Chris. But it was an amazing time.
I was humping the stage or whatever, like the whole stage situation. I was like, oh, he's hooked. He's in. Nope.
Yeah. Yeah.
If Donnie has his way, yeah, he's in. Donnie like kind of knows how to rope Chris in, so all
Maybe
about it,
Donnie just has a way with everyone, doesn't he?
doesn't he?
You know what?
Like,
You I think, you've done a great job articulating your, I mean, unreal experience on the boat. You were part of, like, I have the itinerary here. You were part of this. Like, that's
oh my god,
truly insane. And like, you and Chris are going to be hosting your own live tomorrow on Instagram with Chair Chatter, recapping your entire experience. So that's at, remind us what time?
same time as this, so 6
Okay.
p.m. Pacific Standard Time tomorrow on Insta.
Perfect.
Can't
And
wait.
like, yes, I will be there for sure, and I'm sure a whole bunch of us will in this chat are going to be there. Nikki, what about you? What was your most legendary or one of your legendary moments on this cruise?
Well, I think I have to go with what Adrian said because it was seeing everybody. It was a little emotional because when we were doing the oath, I started to think back, like, it's been 4 years
Yeah.
since we've done anything like this. And like, I really started to get emotional, just because everybody was there and we were able to say hi to so many people. And, but on a more personal level, the Joe show was pretty legendary. Like,
A
and
little warm
Rat
up for
in Rat
Carnegie.
Chat was extremely legendary. So yes.
His talent was on full display, and everything going on for Joe right now, just it, it makes me feel so proud to be a blockhead and to be an NKOTB fan, because I saw him in drag in LA, and I'm not going to get to see him in Carnegie, but I know so many of you are, which is so exciting. But I think about all the Joe girls and just the pride y'all must have felt, because he's
I
working it.
I
I mean,
think,
he was just amazing altogether.
and I'm still trying to wrap my head around Joe on that day, because he went from, how long was the photo op? That was what, 6 or 7 hours? And then he had like a small little window, and then did two back-to-back shows. And then there was a Lido deck party, which, I mean, we like, Cruise Joe is a whole other conversation, which I'd like to park, and maybe we can revisit that like a little bit later. But yeah, I was also in awe of him, and of course of all of the new kids and everything that they gave us that weekend. What about you, Ashley? What was your legendary moment? Can you hear us?
Oh,
Okay,
no, Ashley, can you hear us?
Ashley, I'm hearing like feedback as well too, and I'm not sure where it's coming from. Are you guys hearing it as well?
I'm
I
not
think
hearing the feedback, but it's the
you know,
headphones.
yeah, I'm wondering if it's the headphones. Okay. Oh, all right. Well, I can talk about my legendary moment. It's a little bit. It's not as deep as your guys's, but a few days into the cruise, like one day, like one afternoon, I decided I need a little bit of me time, and like I went into our room. Like, my friends were upstairs at the buffet, and I was like, I just need to kind of hang out by myself. Went down to the room and like took a shower and was getting ready. And as I was getting ready, and I had like eye patches on, I was having like a total like self-care moment. I hear Donnie's voice like coming down the hall, and I didn't even know that. I mean, I was on the 7th floor. I knew that was their floor, but I didn't realize that they passed by our room. So I sprinted to the door, and I just like swung it open. I was like, "Hi!" And just as he was walking by, like, he was right in front of our room, and I was just like, probably like a psychopath, like this, right, with these like giant under eye patches. And he was like, "Oh, hello!" And that was one legendary moment. And then like a few minutes, like, he just kept going because he was on the way to the theater. And then a few minutes later, again, I hear Joe and John's voice. So I swing open the door, and I still had my eye patches on, had not learned my lesson that first time around. I kept them on. And actually, John was with Joe and a couple of their other people. I don't know who they were. And he was talking to them about one of the posters that was on our wall. We had like one of their like, oh, I can't hear anything. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, gosh. I don't know what to say. I'm almost tempted to like try to host this thing over on my TikTok and see if it's any better.
That might be a good
I can
idea.
host
Okay.
it too. Whatever. Any of us can host it. I think it might have to do with her hosting it.
Okay. Let's see if she sees that note. Okay, I can try hosting on
I
mine.
love the whiteboard though. It's kind of fun.
You can all, it's
Are
backwards.
all doing great.
Perfect. Yeah, I want to hear what Ashley has to say as well.
You can
Shoot.
hear. Wait, you can
Wait.
hear me?
Yeah.
Oh
No, well, now
yeah.
we can.
I can't hear you.
Do you have your headphones are plugged in?
Here, I'm gonna chat it to her.
Right. Forgot about that feature.
Here.
I'm gonna try one thing. Hold on.
Okay.
I'm so sorry. Hold on. What if?
I totally agree. It was the whiteboard's iconic.
Iconic.
So I'm gonna get off and have Brooke come back on. So
Okay.
I'm gonna leave, and Brooke's
All right.
gonna come back on.
Bye, Nikki.
Thanks. Bye, Nikki. Sarah.
Oh, you hear me
I know
breathing
this
and
is
laughing.
hello.
I'm so embarrassed.
I mean, who understands TikTok
Okay, hold
anyways?
on.
We're old.
No, you're so right.
Oh my God. Where that like can the baby blockheads tell us what to do?
Seriously.
Christina? Marina? Help. Oh my gosh, who's messaging me on? Okay, yeah, Ashley's like apologizing. I'm so sorry.
Do you want to?
This is so embarrassing. This is so embarrassing. I am so freaking sorry. I am so freaking sorry. Especially to like the girls from my so-called whatever and Rattail. Like, I'm so sorry. What?
Like, no worries at all, Ashley. No
It's
worries.
all good. It's all good.
I can hear you now.
Yay!
We can hear you.
We need to have one of Joe's like meditation moments, and
Like
we
this?
will.
Although, can we
Gorgeous.
request
Yes.
that every third answer be on
Namaste.
the whiteboard? I think we still need the whiteboard involved. It's too iconic.
I have to learn how to write backwards.
You have to learn how to write backwards. Yeah.
Rewatch.
I think there's a feature on here where you can flip it, but I don't. Let's not play around with any of the buttons the way things are going tonight.
Okay, continue.
Okay,
I'm so sorry. I'm back. Okay.
No,
I'm not leaving the screen again.
So basically, I was wrapping up my legendary moments. They were stupid. Basically, 3 of the 5 new kids saw me without makeup on and with like under eye patches, and that's about it. Well, not that's about it, but you know what I mean. That was like my legendary moment.
I think that is such a special moment, and one that's like really. It feels like kind of cozy and private, and just like an intimate, honestly, like an intimate way to get to see them, which I think is pretty cool.
Right, until you share it in a TikTok live, but what are you gonna do? Okay, Ashley, are you able to share with us what your legendary moment was? You can use the whiteboard. You know, we could play win, lose, or draw. That's what we could do. We can turn this into a giant game of win, lose, or draw. Oh my gosh.
I think she might be getting Brooke in here.
Ah, okay.
Can you hear us, Ashley? Maybe I should get my whiteboard.
Oh, she can't hear again. Oh my goodness.
Hi, I can't hear you.
I don't get it.
Here, hold on. I'm going to message her. Can you share your most special moment?
Yeah. You can draw it, Ashley. Oh my gosh. Dancing on the Lido on Love Eternal Night. Yeah, night 1. Oh man. The scribbling sounds are making me laugh. Yes.
Here, hold
Hello,
on.
Dr. Trisha Rampersand. Are you a blockhead? Dr. Trisha Rampersand? Hi.
Hi, everyone.
Hello. Oh, there she is. Hi, Brooke.
Hi. Hello. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh, good.
Adrian?
I can hear you and
Yeah,
see
I'm
you.
not so sure
Good.
about Ashley.
Oh, wait, she can't hear again?
Ashley's using a whiteboard to communicate.
Oh,
Communicate with
okay.
us.
I'm
Yeah.
good at reading backwards.
So the
We
question that I've been asking people, Brooke, is what was your legendary moment on the cruise?
So, okay, not to be corny, again,
Yeah.
seeing all the people was amazing. Meeting people that I had met in person before was amazing. Of course, you ladies, all of it. But I also I really miss Jordan. Like,
Right?
I miss him on social media. I miss his face and all that. So it was really nice to see him and acting a fool, and that was really fun.
Yeah, that's a good point that you bring up about Jordan. Like, our sightings of him, since he's no longer on social are so few and far between that
Hmm.
seeing him IRL is really special.
It is. And he knew what my costume was for Halloween Harbor Night.
What was your costume?
I was a sim.
You were a
Oh,
sim?
yeah, you were so cute.
And he knew what it was. Like, some people, a lot of people were like, is this a Minecraft thing? Like, what is this? And I'm like, I'm a sim, like from The Sims. And I had to like for some people, I had to like Google it and show them like, the game. He totally got it. And I
Nice.
loved that.
So another question that I had for you guys was both of you ahead of the cruise shared your cruise tips on the New Kids official social media channel. So now that you have either your first or another cruise under your belt, what tips would you add to that list, or what would you change given your 2022
Um,
experience?
I can say that we're still formulating this. We're still in processing land. I don't know how
Yeah,
you all in the chat are doing, but we're still like recovering and talking to each other about this experience. Because it is such an intense experience. I think for us, we we learned some lessons about like self-care because it's
yeah,
just like a physically intense experience. And um although we all say that like the expectations piece, you can't go in with expectations, it's hard not to get like roped into that, right? So like we did one night where we camped out to be in the front row,
Yeah.
For a Lido deck party. I'm not sure I will ever do that again. And I don't blame people that do it. But ultimately, we found a strategy on the Lido deck, which was to move around so that we could say hi to people and experience the Lido deck parties from all the different decks. And so I think that's like the one thing. And we had to let go of being in the front row to do that. So we were like, you know what, this is the Lido deck parties for us are more fun when we get to see more people. We get to move our bodies so that our ankles are not the size of beach balls, which they were anyway. And it allowed us to get water, go back to our room, and just relax about the whole thing. So I know that's not like a super narrow tip. I think I think before the next cruise we'll be able to say it more succinctly, but uh, just do what makes you happy and brings you joy, even if that means not being in the front row. I think that's how I'd say it now.
I think
Uh,
that's great.
yeah, same. What about you, Brooke? Any other amendments to your cruise tips or additional ones?
So I think that, and this is just kind of how I am anyway, and I don't know that we really talked about it much before the cruise, but I will say, you see a lot of talk in like Facebook group.
Hi.
What a nightmare, you guys. I am so sorry.
I'm
Hi.
not okay. So, is anybody else hearing some feedback? I don't know if
Yes,
it's me that's creating it.
I am not,
I
Okay,
am.
which
because
means
I
it's probably me.
It's like I'm not
yeah,
from
okay. So,
Rattail. Adrian, I'm not hearing feedback from you at all. But then again, I haven't been able to hear anything, so I'm not
Here,
an
let me go
expert.
on mute and we'll see if it ends.
Okay.
okay. Yeah, because I know like I have two phones going, and maybe if other people have two phones going, make sure your second one has the volume down.
I don't think I hear it now.
No, I'm not hearing it
Okay,
at all.
okay, okay. Oh, somebody was getting feedback just from me.
What?
Okay,
Okay. Well, I'm sorry. You
I'm
guys seem to
sorry.
be having a really great discussion, and all the comments have been really awesome. And so I'm like, I'd love to hear what you're talking about. I'm so excited about this, but here we are. I'm hoping this helps. Now I have this in, so I can do like this guy.
Okay, sorry. I'm just trying to figure out because people are saying that they're hearing feedback from me.
I'm
Ugh.
not
I think
Okay,
it
anymore.
was I think it was just
okay.
your voice.
Oh, okay. All right.
No,
But,
no, I'm not like it was like an echo. It was like an echo
Yeah.
of
okay.
you.
Just blame Canada. Yeah, I don't know. We have igloos up here. Yeah.
It's all good
No,
though. Like
but
really.
Brooke, what were you
So
were mid sentence, I think.
yeah, so I was just saying honestly, like if you feel like there's people around you that are rude, or if you feel hate coming from some direction, just let it roll right off. It really doesn't matter. It might
Agreed.
be something that you're perceiving as being a certain way that's really not. Um, you're on a boat with thousands of people. Everyone's personalities are different. Everyone gets a little tired sometimes. And with that comes some emotions. And honestly, like just let it roll off your back. Don't let the haters get to you. Because there's really
completely.
not many. There's
And
really
I
not that many.
No, and I think, as well, like it's really hard to get weighed down by or bogged down by or preoccupied with something else. And I have to do this sometimes myself on the boat, is just remind myself I'm only here for 4 days. This is
Yeah.
4 days, and it's going to be like potentially another year, or, God forbid, who knows how long until we get to do this again. So you really, really, really have to kind of just let it go, let it roll off your back, and try to make the best of it, because those 4 days fly by.
They really do.
Fly by. Yeah.
It's crazy that we've been home over a week.
Yeah.
Is anyone else, like, side note, getting out of bed like in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom and like running into walls and stuff, like feeling very, I still feel very like loosey goosey.
I
I
was
did for a
feeling a
while.
little seasicky for a couple of days after, but that's leveled out for me at least. Karina's saying yes, she was experiencing that. Deborah, same thing.
Yeah, it's like I got up, like I do my, normal 2, 3 a.m. potty break. And I got up at least probably every night since the cruise. And I just feel like I'm like, whoa, nothing's moving. I feel like I'm moving. So I don't know.
It
Worth it
really
though.
was the ankles for me. Like, I went to my pedicurist and said, "Can you like fix this?" And he tried his best. It took me a week for my ankles to return. I thought I was gonna have to see a doctor, but
Adrian, did you bring compression socks with you?
I did.
Okay.
But
They're
my
not the most
body's
comfortable.
weird.
The one night I wore compression socks, I ended up getting what they call Disney ankles or something. Disney, what is it called? The bottoms of my legs, like up to my shoe line, was bright red. Like I had a bunch of like capillaries like bust. So it was like, here, I'm going to show you my legs, guys. It was like this whole section here was like bright red and like inflamed. And I was like, oh my God, it looks like I have like a rug burn. And then people on Facebook were like, no, it's Disney something.
Okay, like, is it because it's something that people experience at Disney World, or do you look like
Yeah.
a Disney character? I don't.
No, yeah. Okay. It's
A little
apparently
bit of
like,
both. I love it.
yeah. I'm a little bit of a Disney princess, if you can't tell by my little bun. But it was also like, yeah, apparently when you're like, the humidity's high and you're like dancing or like moving or walking a lot.
And there's something
Like,
about like the sodium, like the added sodium and maybe the food and the drinks on the boat.
well, and I don't like, I have celiac disease, so I couldn't eat a lot on the cruise at all.
Oh,
So I
okay.
think I was
Okay.
like slightly dehydrated, was not eating enough, dancing all night, and just like my legs were like, bah.
Maybe something to note for next time. I don't know if it's going to work for everybody, but I know
Yeah.
some runners, after they do like long runs, they will like lie on the floor and elevate their feet up against the wall. That might help. Like if you do it regularly, aside from the compression socks, which I find super uncomfortable.
Someone told me pickle juice, so I just need to like bring a jar of pickles.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
just like
Pickle
sip on some
juice.
pickle juice at night.
I love it.
Interesting.
Oh,
So,
someone
okay,
said,
so
oh, okay,
Ashley,
sorry. Yes.
now that we finally have you here, can you talk to us about your legendary moment, please? I'm just
Oh
dying to
God.
know.
Okay. Well, I had it on my whiteboard. But if you couldn't read it,
And then you
sorry
had
you
to
can't.
erase it for.
Sorry you guys can't read backwards. Not my fault.
Oh wait, sorry, dancing on the Lido deck on Love Eternal.
Yeah,
Yes.
so the party was done Love Eternal night, and like a group of friends were just like, no, we're not done. And the DJ kept playing music, and they started playing all New Kid stuff. And so we just like danced our butts off for like an hour and a half. I think, Adrian, we kind of tried to pull you guys in, but I think you guys were like, no, we're going to bed. But it was just super fun, and there was like a bunch of people I've never met who were out dancing too, and it felt like a really genuine love fest moment. Like it was lovely. I loved it. It was probably out of the 2 cruises I've been on, top 3 moments.
Sorry, my dog was just chewing on something that he shouldn't be. I had to intercept there.
Those dogs.
I know.
Melanie,
that
what
was
is
a
your
special
dog's
night.
name?
His
Your
name is
dog's
Happy.
name.
Happy.
Happy.
Yeah.
Happy. Just like the dog in Seventh Heaven.
Seventh Heaven. That's where I got the idea. That's where I first heard of a dog named named
That's
Happy.
so
And
cute.
I love
Core
it.
memory unlocked. I forgot about that whole damn show, and now I remember every day after school from 3 to 4 on the WB or something like that.
I
Okay.
love that you just had a core memory unlocked on this live, and it was Seventh Heaven. Jessica Biel, baby. I thought she was my idol. I wanted to be her. I wanted to look like her. Like,
Oh, Jessica Biel?
yeah.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
remember, her character became like a bad girl. I was so for it.
Here
That's
for it. Yes.
amazing.
I'm trying to keep an eye on chat here. And
Yeah.
okay. Let me see if there's any. Oh boy.
We had a couple
Okay.
baby blockheads who joined.
Megan commented that she had liquid IV in her room.
Oh, like the pouches.
I didn't know that you could do that. Like, I mean, I've heard of like places where you go and like you get IV, but I didn't realize that you could like bring them places. Electrolytes, yeah, Meg.
Yep.
I brought electrolyte packets as well too and was drinking that.
So I think she means liquid IV, like the little pouches of like powder that you put in your water, not like an actual IV.
Oh, oh, got it. I mean, if
Yeah.
you can like clarify who said that again? Shoot.
Meg?
No, it wasn't Meg's. Somebody else. Megan.
Megan. Okay, there you go.
Megan, if you could just clarify, like, were you shooting yourself up with like, or
I would pay for that.
I just need to know.
Wait, who hasn't filled out their cruise request for like? Maybe that's something you should add. Like, so they sent out an email today that was like,
Yep.
"Oh, tell us about your cruise. Like, what would you rank this and that?" And so, like, maybe if any of you are watching this and you haven't filled your out, like, add in there, what's one thing that was missing, like
Honestly,
an IV station.
No, we need a full-on recovery room. Okay, so again, like runners and like they have these like. Have you ever seen these boots that like? I'm gonna find a picture for you, but it helps with recovery. Like we could get that happening, a couple of those stations to help with like the circulation, and then we could get like an IV bar happening.
The oxygen bars, like where you hook up little things to your nose. Yep.
Get that. RMTs, chiropractors. Like we're getting older, okay? We gotta look out. It's all about self-care. Forget about excursions. This is
The chiropractor is my favorite.
acupuncturist.
The thing that's really funny is that, like you mentioned, like we're all getting older. So I mean, like there's a couple baby blockheads here, and we should invite one of them into the conversation at some point. But just like what the experience is from like being like, I'll be 40 this year, so it's like even 4 years ago, it's completely different this time. I went to the after party one night, and this was also probably what I would call a golden moment, or what did you call it, Melanie?
Legendary
moment. Mm-hmm. Out on the Lido deck, and then went to a friend's room, and then we went down to the after party, and we stayed there until like 7:30 in the morning. And the next morning, I woke up at like 10 o'clock, and I was like, I feel sick. Why do I feel terrible? I'm so tired. My feet hurt. I'm so whatever. And then all of a sudden I was like, oh, because the Lido was open till like 2:30 in the morning. So I only had one drink at the after party, but I was drinking till 2:30 in the morning, which I don't do. That's not like, I'm having a glass of wine right now. That's about it. Like a nice Sauvignon Blanc. I'm not drinking, seltzers until 2 in the morning normally. So
no, we're all 4 years older, and like when you hit a certain age, those 4 years, it's like might as well be 25.
36 to 40 is not the same. It's like they're different.
36 to 40 is not the same as 21 to 25. Definitely.
No. Not even close.
No. All right. So can we are you able to add one of the baby blockheads in here?
I'm trying to see who I can find here. And I'm sorry, I don't know all of your names. I only know some of you. Let's see. I'm looking.
I'm curious with the ladies, with Adrian and Brooke and the folks in the chat. Did anybody do any excursions on the beach?
I paid for one.
What did you do? Oh, and did you go?
We didn't do it. Nope. I paid for kayaks. We did not kayak.
Nope. We got a cabana. Never made it to the beach.
Oh.
We got a cabana. We lucked out. We were able to get a cabana for 2 days, and we only made it to the beach one day. No excursions.
We had a beach villa And I made
Nice.
it to the beach both days.
Nice.
Both days I was on that beach.
Adrian, what about you?
So that's a lesson that we learned. We only went to the beach one day.
Yeah.
And it felt stressful because it was the beach game day and it just felt stressful. Never again. I'm getting one of those villas for both days, sit my butt in there, get myself a nice drink. I love our five guys, but I think I was too obsessed about like the beach games, which is great. But no,
Wait,
next time,
were you participating?
no.
Okay.
We felt like we needed to be in proximity, which again is something I'm learning about. You don't have to be close to everything unless that
At all
brings you
times.
joy and energy. And
Right.
it
True.
doesn't for me and Chris.
Right.
Right. Again, it's you have to sometimes prioritize self-care and rest and maybe getting away from the crowd. And the beach is a perfect opportunity for that. Like, we were on the beach for the Beach Olympics, but I didn't see anything. Like, we were hovering, listening. I had no idea what was happening. We were just kind of like, this is dumb. And we just went back to our cabana. I mean, not calling the Olympics done, but we're just kind of like, yeah, we can't see anything. It's pointless. Yeah,
That's
Christina agrees. They were hard to see.
yeah. That's
I
exactly
will say,
how we felt.
sorry, go ahead.
Oh no,
Sorry.
I was just saying that's exactly what we did. We had the villa and we floated down to where the beach games were.
Mm-hmm.
But the water was really choppy that day.
Yeah.
And it was just a lot. We couldn't see anything. And I was like, I'm going back. So we just went back to the villa and enjoyed the beach from there. Because, like, this is obviously, like Adrian said, you do what makes you feel good, do what makes you happy, what gives you energy. You do you. But I don't need to be in the middle of that. It's too hot. Nah.
We
It's my
had like
vacation, too.
we had a 5-person like circle water floaty, like that
Oh,
five people could
nice.
sit in a circle. And so my friend Misty was like standing on the anchor trying to anchor it herself. I was on the other side trying to anchor it. We were bopping into people like it was a nightmare. And I
Sorry,
think
somebody packed this 5-person thing and you blew it up?
yes, I did
Oh my
not, but one
God.
of my friends did. And then they basically talked to someone like from the carnival crew and were like, hi, we don't want to take this back with us. They're like, just pop it and leave it on the beach. We'll throw it away. So we
Okay.
just left it there.
Okay.
But the beach and the excursion is one of my legendary moments that was fun for me is that like my husband's adorable. But he also like, I love to flirt. So we were getting on the elevator that day and we were late for our excursion. And this guy and these two guys get on the elevator we're on 7. So we're in like by the security area and they run from security and they're like, hold the door. We have to get on the elevator. They get on with us and we're like, excuse me, we're running late. Like you're really slowing us down. And then we got to the second level and they're like, our friend is coming. So we just have to hold the door at 2. And we were like, no, we're running late. Like, what are you doing to us? And so then we get to the beach and we miss our excursion. Like, we were not going to go kayaking. I see him and his friend on the beach and I walk up to them and I'm like, hi, we missed our excursion. Thank you very much. Okay, so these guys are Donnie's security. I didn't know that.
Uh-oh.
No, they were amazing. They were so much fun. So I ended up, his name was Kevin, great guy. The whole time I was like, you're elevator guy. You ruined our excursion. And I kept running into him. But the reason I knew he was security was I went down to that night to the after party and he was at the door. And I was just like, God damn you. Like, I paid $70 to do this excursion. And because of you and your friends, I wasn't able to do it. So anyway, we ended up being just like, I kept seeing him in the elevator. So I was just like, you again, you little
ragamuffin.
It was a very memorable part of my cruise, but it was also like this poor guy, he was probably like 25 or something, like single dude. I'm just like, hey, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Oh my gosh. Look, I see in the chat somebody asked, okay, D-Dub's fave girl, does the island have boogie boards? I don't remember seeing boogie boards.
Nope.
There were these like big, like kind of foam, like mattress thingies that were floating around. I got a rash from one of them.
Oh no.
And there were also, I
Oh,
mean, it went away within a couple of hours. Um, and then there were stand-up paddle boards that you could rent. I
Yep.
was hoping to rent one. However, like somebody said, the water was pretty choppy and I didn't want to risk like falling and looking like an idiot. So I let those go.
Side
Yeah,
note,
those boards were the worst. I agree, DTH.
did anyone see the girl on like the sailboat? There was a girl on a sailboat. Like she had her very own little boat with a huge sail, and she was trying to like
She
while
was
the guys were coming in on the boat. She was like trying to get away from the area. The lifeguards on the little boat were trying to get her out of there. Like she looked like she was in distress the entire time. And I'm mesmerized by this poor girl. I was like, does she know what she's doing? Is she like in peril? Is she
oh
okay?
no.
She seemed fine. But it was the entire time they were on the beach. She was on this little sailboat, and she was the only one in a sailboat trying to like figure out what was going. It was
Like
I should have taken a video. It was insane.
stop. I mean, you could have gone and rescued her, but no, you want to take a video. Okay.
I mean, she was way out there. I can't swim that far. I'm from South Dakota. Like we don't have lakes. Well, we have lakes, but we don't have like oceans.
Oceans, yeah. Oh no.
There are some good. Okay, I had the creepiest door decor on deck one.
Shelly, can you expand on that? What was the creepy door decor that you saw? Did you guys do anything for your door? Ashley,
Yes. So we
Brooke?
actually I think I told Adrian this when I saw her on the boat, but we forgot ours, or I forgot ours. I was in charge of it. I forgot it. So what we did is we found pictures from Facebook of 2018 store decor, and we took pictures. Like we printed at Walgreens the
In
pictures
Miami?
of yeah
Okay.
the pictures of our door decor from 2018, and we just put them back on our door.
It was like Inception. It's
Yes.
like cruise door Inception that I hope you carry on for years.
I think it'll just be ours forever and ever. We'll just continuously like take more. So like even in the picture that was taped to our door was the door from 2018. You could see the door.
The
So
door of like a picture of a door, of a picture of a door, of a picture of a door, a picture of a door.
kind of,
I love
yeah.
it.
Every single picture was like, I'll do a video and put it on TikTok tomorrow maybe of our door decor that was door decor that was door decor. It was bad, but you know what? It worked.
I love that. I want to see
I'm
it.
like I'm scrolling through the comments to see if there's any other
People have asked
questions.
about the after parties a lot, and like, there's
Yeah.
no advice on how to get in. It's luck of the draw. Don't expect to get in. I don't know what to say about it. It's a positive. It's fun. It's cool, but like as a first time cruiser, I have no one. I don't think I have any advice on how to do it. You just do if you can.
I have some advice.
Yes, please.
My advice is not to worry about it
Yes,
because you're
agreed.
going to have a fantastic time whether you are in this after party or not.
Yep.
And I saw some people getting a little wrapped up into it, and
Yes.
you're going to have so much fun whether you're in there or not.
And the after parties happen in other people's rooms. It happens on the Lido deck. It happens like it's what you make of it. And I think that's like the best advice. After two, Melanie, you've been on three. Rattail was first one.
Yep.
How many were you on?
We
The
were on two.
two, yeah. You guys were 18 and 22 also, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, don't get wrapped up in the after party. Don't get wrapped up on going on stage. Don't get wrapped up on getting a special bracelet to go to VIP. Like any of that, none of that stuff matters. What matters is you're going to meet really cool people. You're going to make lifelong friends. You're going to make friends. Like, okay, Melanie and I did not meet each other on the cruise, like she said at the beginning. We met each other through TikTok, and like, I think she's so fun. And my sister actually was like, oh, I said, do you know like Melanie from Instagram? She's like, oh, I followed her since like 2018 or whatever it was. Like, you are going to meet lifelong friends. You're going to have the greatest time. Just have fun. It's like everything else. Go to a concert, have fun. Make friends with the people around you. Go to the cruise, have fun. Make friends with people at lunch. Make friends with people at the pool. That's what's important.
100%.
Agreed. And like I said at the beginning, you know, that's something that I missed out on, is really carving out the time and effort to build those relationships IRL with folks that, you know, you see or, you know, from online. And I regret that. So please keep that in mind. How do we find Melanie on Instant? My
Yes.
Instagram is Melanie and then a dot BW. So it's basically the same handle that I have here on TikTok, except I have a dot between Melanie and BW.
Let's all share. So
Yeah.
Rattail, share your YouTube, Instagrams, all that stuff. My so-called whatever. Share all your stuff. Let's make sure everyone, because we're kind of wrapping it up here. So let's make sure everyone has all the stuff and can follow you.
Yes. So one thing that we are so excited to go on an information campaign about, and with all the love we say this, because we respect our podcast sisters in arms. We are not a podcast. We are a
Yes.
YouTube channel. And so we would love if everyone could go to YouTube. You can go to our Instagram. It's Rattail and KOTB. You'll find our link tree. We love YouTube subscribers. So even if you're like not going to watch this week's episode, subscribe, because then you'll be connected to all our material. And we would just love that so much. We love you guys so much. We're here to meet everybody. So we're on TikTok, Instagram. Our Facebook group is really fun. We just got our Facebook rating today, and we
Ooh.
got a little notification that said, your group is doing good, meaning no drama or reported stuff.
Amazing.
Although I kind of love the drama in other groups too. I'm not going to lie. I'm a little bit of a, with my popcorn in the back. But yeah, please join our family. We love y'all so much, and thank you for your support.
I'm so glad you could join. This has been awesome.
This is a
Okay,
lot of
so
fun. Yes.
so my so-called whatever is a podcast, and they're
Right.
freaking awesome.
We are a podcast. And Adrian, I love that you said that. Because you are a YouTube channel and you're amazing. We are a podcast. You can find us. We have a website, mysocalledwhatever.com, and you can find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you listen to podcasts. We are there. We're just my so-called whatever, and Instagram, my so-called whatever. We're obviously here on TikTok, and we have an amazing Facebook group that is full of positivity and fun. And you can just find us there, my so-called whatever. And Twitter is so-called whatever, because my so-called whatever was too long.
Brooke, remind us, how many years have you guys been doing your podcast for?
We've been doing it for over 5 years. It was 5 years this past July.
How many episodes are you at?
Like 282 or 83, something crazy.
That's amazing. And like, I know that a lot of your episodes are dedicated to fans coming on and sharing their stories, right?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
So are you looking for people to share their stories? Or you? Yes. Looks like it.
Yes, we want all of your cruise stories, or stories from the tour, or stories. We call them your new kids discovery stories.
Mm-hmm.
So anything, 80s and 90s stories, you can send them to us at mysocalledwhatever@gmail.com.
Well, and I can say anyone who's watching this who's like a little bit like, oh, I'm afraid to do that. I just did an episode of my so-called whatever right before the cruise, and you guys are so easy to talk to and such a fun, friendly environment that like people should just be ready to roll and come on in and just have a fun time. It was awesome.
Thank you. We really, really, strive to make it just a fun, friendly environment where you can come on and share, and we can talk just like old friends. But we do read stories as well. So, send us a story, send us pictures. We haven't done pick-a-pics in a while, but we share them on our website and we talk about them, and it's a lot of fun. And we love, love, love you guys so much.
I remember a few years ago, I think the first interaction that I had with you guys was I challenged my so-called whatever to find the original cover girl.
Yes. Yes,
And you made it happen. You
we found
found
her.
her, and I know that you guys you've become quite close with Jenny, right?
We have. Yep,
Yeah.
absolutely. We really missed her on the cruise this year. She was on 2018,
Yes.
and
Yes,
that
and
was an
then she got to
amazing moment.
reenact her
Yes,
moment because she came dressed as her
Yes.
like self from 1988, right?
yes,
The
yep.
best
She
part was
came
is I
dressed as
think
herself.
did they get her up on stage and then she
Yes.
told them who she was and everyone was like, "What?" It was crazy.
It
It
was
was so much fun.
amazing.
Yeah.
And she was wearing like the same outfit. Well, a grown-up version of the
Uh-huh.
uniform, her school uniform that she was wearing in the video. But it was mind-blowing to see that. So cool.
The
I will
OG
say
cover
that
girl.
was a chain reaction because we also had her on Rattail because she was on My So-Called Whatever because Melanie made the challenge.
Whoa. Inception.
Who
I was
knows
gonna say,
what
talk about
challenge I'll come up with
Inception.
next?
Oh my gosh, that's
Yeah,
amazing.
Jenny is awesome. She's just such a sweet, sweet person, and I'm very, very glad to call her a friend. And it's all because of Melanie.
Well,
That's so great.
maybe someday, I'm shy. Maybe someday I'll come on the podcast and share a story. Although I've shared this with Nikki before. I have a pretty cool NSYNC story from back in the day that maybe I'll share. Maybe I'll come
We
and
Ooh.
share.
love NSYNC and NSYNC
I know you
stories.
guys are NSYNC
We're
That seems
all
fans.
like a
about
good
it.
tease. That's a good tease for an episode. Like, oh, maybe I'll come and tell it. Like, if we can get 3,000 followers. No, I'm just-
Although we're shifting our,
right?
our conversation from you kids to NSYNC.
Oh
But real
gosh, that's
quick,
so funny.
Jenny brought this up in the thing, and um, we're actually on it here at Rat Tail. The new challenge is to find the little boy, the striped kid from um, This One's for the
This is for
Children.
the
And
children.
so we've
Yeah.
actually, our friend Cherie from Australia is in touch with someone that worked at the formal production company that produced the video. So she's
Oh,
talking to them to see if there's any way to get records on who this kid is. So
that's insane.
stay
That's
tuned.
amazing.
Okay, and correct me. When the New Kids performed at the Super Bowl, and there
Hmm.
were all those kids, is one of those kids like a fan now, or am I getting? Okay, maybe I'm confused. I thought that I
I
remember on the
love that
cruise hearing
question.
hearing a guy come up on stage, Megs. I don't know. This was like a few years ago, and he said that he was in their Super Bowl performance, one of the dancing kids. Can somebody verify this, or am I just imagining
That's
things?
Oh,
so cool.
Oh,
there's a new
That
challenge.
wait.
Yep. Our
that
red
Why
tail's
does
maybe
already
that
on
that
it.
is a
that
Like, let's get the
challenge.
sound
kids.
familiar?
Yeah.
Melanie,
Nikki,
you're so
wait,
good at
yeah.
this. Tell us more. Who else do we need to find?
I don't know. I don't. Let me
That's
just go
so
watch a whole
cool.
bunch. Okay, I know that one of the Real Housewives of Atlanta, Cynthia, she was in which music video of theirs was it? Crap.
Cynthia from Real
Yes,
You
Housewives of
are
Atlanta?
blowing my mind. I can't
yes.
handle this
And I swear. And
crossover.
then somebody
Oh my
promptly
gosh.
tweeted at her for verification, and she tweeted back and said, "Yes. Can somebody help me out? Which one was it? Was it I'll Be Loving You Forever? I think."
I'm gonna go watch all their videos now tonight
Yes.
just to find what video she was in.
Nikki, was
Like,
it Call It What You Want?
oh gosh, that would be
Was
a
it called What You
real.
Want?
You know, it might be because they had all those models in it and she was a model.
Oh,
I think she was playing pool.
That's I'll Be Loving You.
Yeah,
Parentheses forever, parentheses.
right.
You guys are cracking me up. This is amazing. I'm
And then
so
like
glad this
Rebecca
worked out.
Romaine, was it Rebecca Romaine
Oh, she
in
was in Please Don't Go Girl.
Please Don't Go
Mm-hmm.
Girl? Yeah, she was in the spinning with the short hair.
Yeah. We also found the Playboy model that was in Single and we talked to her on Twitter. Um,
What?
yeah, so one of February of '04's calendar girl playmate was in Single, and we were teasing her because she was like Danny was the cutest, and we were like, was Danny single? Did Danny hit it? We don't know. Anyway, I,
That's insane.
we're thinking of doing an episode on the girls of the videos,
Do
and
it.
this is
yeah,
perfect.
Do
Yes.
it. Oh, that'd be so good.
that would be gold.
Well, I'll start like tweeting Andy from Bravo and be like, hey, we need to talk to Cynthia.
No, I swear you can tweet her and she will respond. Somebody did
That's
that
amazing.
and she responded and verified. I will find that. I will
I
find
love
that,
it.
guys.
We love that's amazing. I'm floored.
Yeah, I mean my Real Housewives fandom, that's a whole separate conversation. I'm happy
Melanie,
to.
I knew I liked you.
I seriously, we need to do another live because that would be
You
great.
know, one of the highlights of I've had many good moments this year. One of them was I got to see Luann's Cabaret front row center, and I paid for the meet and greet too, and
Oh, I would too.
it was
That's so
incredible.
Okay, speaking of weird things that you can do, Corey Feldman's going to be with his band in my hometown coming up. Do I go?
Yes.
Yes, yes,
yes.
Yes. No,
Okay.
you go.
Okay, I'll
You
go. I'll
go.
you
go.
have
And
to go.
honestly, like I
My
saw
husband's in
Nikki
the
sent
kitchen
me a
probably like, what is
video.
happening?
You have to. Have you seen clips of his like recent tour? Like, because
Amazing.
he's
Yes.
singing that
The song from
I
Lost Boys, yeah.
shall not want that song from like the Lost Boys. He's
Yes.
doing
Yes.
like, yeah, you gotta go.
I
And
feel like I have
he's
to move
good.
locations again because now my son's going to bed.
I agree with Brooke. I think you might be surprised at how much you'll like it.
I know, but I also
Like,
feel like knowing myself and like the people I know in my hometown, like I could probably meet him. And I'm
Yeah.
like, I probably
do
have to
it.
meet him, right? Also, side note, so we're all talking about our Instagrams or whatever. I have an Instagram with my sisters called Gacky Girls, GACKE Girls. And we love to do silly, silly things. And we, growing up, had Corey marathons, like the Coreys. And we would watch, like, come home from school and watch like as many Corey Feldman, Corey Haim movies as we could. So I definitely probably have to go.
Did you watch Blown Away?
Oh, I've seen them all. I've seen everything. Yeah.
Okay, so one of my former colleagues, so again, I live in Toronto, and that's where he's from, like Corey Haim, he's from one of the suburbs. One of my colleagues, like a few years into our working together, she casually dropped that she used to babysit Corey Haim. I'm like, are
No
you
way.
kidding me? But that's my connection. Did you see that Corey Feldman was on that show with Jerry O'Connell or whatever, and they were singing like "Stand by Me" because
Oh
they were in "Stand
boy.
by Me" together.
That's so
Yes.
sweet.
Yeah.
What a weird thing. Like the,
Do you remember that movie License to Drive?
yes, that was my favorite.
Oh my gosh. And The Burbs? That didn't have
The
Corey Haim
Burr.
in it though.
No, it
Lucas.
didn't.
Yeah, I agree with Lollipop. Stand by Me was,
I
yeah.
think License to Drive was probably like one of my sexual awakenings. It's just so good. Probably
Oh,
probably
dream of a dream.
Lost Boys too, because that's a real like
Yeah.
that's a real movie.
That's a sexy movie. It is. It is. You know what? I just wanted to scroll back and point out Meg suggested she had a tip for dealing with PCD. She said, make a cruise playlist on Spotify, like a Lido Deck playlist. And I bet people have probably already created those, but that could
I will
definitely help.
say I follow a TikToker who does the number one hits in every year for a second each, and he does it for each week.
Yeah.
And most of the Lido Deck playlist is from 2010 and 2014. So if you look up the number one Billboard list, you will find, oh, because we all know it by now. We Found Love in a Hopeless Place.
Oh
That's
yeah.
at least 3 times a night. Quiet Riot, Come On Feel the Noise, sometimes 2 times a night. Anything Queen, 3 times a night. Anything LMFAO, 4 times a night.
And
And
anything from the movie Grease.
yeah, there you go. And some gangster California rap, which
Yep.
we always appreciate.
That's so funny.
And actually, like, I can't remember actually if you brought this up, but just to reiterate, to check your emails if you're on the cruise, because
Yes.
Rose Tours will have sent you a feedback survey so you can offer your constructive feedback, which they'll hopefully consider for next year. I know I made some suggestions for the playlist. All right.
Good. So did
I
we.
love it. 1999 every night. Yep. Prince
Yeah.
every night. Yep. That's so funny. Well, ladies, we probably have to cut this short, but we should definitely do this again because this was like ridiculously fun.
It was a lot of fun.
Despite
Yeah.
Thank
the
you
fact
guys
that
so
45%
much.
of it I couldn't hear anyone, but you guys did amazing.
You worked
It's
it out,
all
and it's all
good.
good.
I
Thanks
love
to
it.
everybody that joined in the chat. I was reading.
Same.
Thanks for being in community with us. Love you all so
Yes.
much.
That's the fun part. That's probably what I'll leave this whole thing with, and everyone can add their little like last thing. But the fact that this group, boy band, whatever you want to say, Nanook, that we all in different ways were brought together because of this is so cool and so much fun, and really like that sense of community and like being here in community and sharing our stories is so cool. And I just, it makes, I'm like the Grinch and my heart just grew 2 times bigger. Thanks, guys. My PCD
Oh,
just changed. My heart grew that much bigger because of all of you tonight. So thank you.
Oh, thank you so much for, jumping on board with me when I pitched this to you
Yes,
yesterday.
I
and
love
for
it.
and for Adrian and Brooke and Nikki and Kara for accepting our invite. This has been so much fun. I've been wanting to do something like this and kind of put myself out there.
I love it.
And this has been a lot of fun. And if anybody wants to do this again, I am open, because you know what? Like we
awesome.
framed this as a therapy session, and this has been really nice.
Yeah,
And I could definitely be up for a little chin wag again.
I love it.
I love
Yeah.
it so much. Thank you guys so much for putting this together and inviting us.
Yes, thank
And for
you.
people that came in and chatted, we love you so much. And next time I'll let Nikki get on a little bit longer.
Again, I just apologized to Nikki in the comments. I was like, I don't know how to do this. We're doing the best we can. The fact that this even ended up as
Well,
half as good as it is has been amazing. I'm
we
grateful.
we share the account that has the followers, so it is what it is.
It is
It
what
is
it
what
is.
it is.
You
And
guys are awesome.
Rattail, we're going to see you tomorrow on Instagram for your recap with Chair Chatter at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 Central, and 6 Pacific, right?
We'll be there doing
Yes.
the.
Thanks, y'all, so much. Thanks for letting me
Awesome.
do the warm up. This was so much fun. And yeah. And I'll get Chris here next time. He's excited to chat and share. So
I love it. All right, guys.
Awesome.
Well, I'm going to end
Awesome.
this. So thank you so much. Thanks for putting up with my shenanigans of technology, and we will do it again sometime.
Thanks,
Awesome.
everyone.
Happy
Thank
Wednesday, everyone.
you.
All right, bye,
Bye.
guys.
Bye.
Thank you.